read and resist. Hit you with the quick release like Marino Danny dopeness. Explosive change of direction in the true essence of Reggie Bush. From JT and ZT to DVP and AVG. Terminator to a quarterback, Hunter JP. Steve Ross, the boss, King Flow, and card slinging, gambling genius, slick Chris Greer.
What up?
What up? You are back with another episode of The Pro Show, live with your man JPF Scout digging in the trenches and my main man Dr. Reggie Brown in the house. Yeah, you're back. Today we're going to talk, obviously, Aqua and Orange news. Dolphins, obviously, we have to touch on our team. This is our squad. We're getting ready. Things are ramped up. You got the combine happening, the NFL draft happening. NFL free agency is literally getting ready to twirl here right around the corner. Yes. There's a lot of news going on. So let's kick it off. Without further ado, Doc, how you been, my man? Thank you for joining us today.
Man. All is well, man. You know, at the school, got a little Saturday detention going on and a little Saturday intervention. So some kids in the building. So all is well, man.
Hell yeah, man! You got to keep them right? Keep them on the right path. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Anthony in the house. Thank you for joining us, Anthony. He was asking for the link. Maybe we could do that a little bit later. We're going to talk some football with Dr. Reggie Brown here a little bit first, and then maybe we'll get you a link, and maybe we'll do a live mock with a little bit later in the end of the show. So. What's going on, dude? You think the wheels are turning on some of these things here? Don't forget to like and subscribe to you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. You know, you got the combine going on. As Rob said, you got guys that need to be cut or contracts reworked so that we can get below the cap, so we can start to sign guys, on the 13th through, that tampering period and get those contracts in place. So, the NFL is a perfectly oiled machine. It doesn't stop. You go from one deal to games to free agency to combine, and it just all year round. News is coming out, man. And this is one of those periods where you always think, damn, the season is over, but then it picks right up in the excitement of the NFL. Free agency, it sometimes can be just exciting as some of the games, man, to figure out what's going to happen and what's going on. So I'm ready.
It is. It's very exciting. Like they say, there is no offseason in the NFL anymore. Yeah,
at all.
I'm with you, bro. Here, we got a comment real quick. It's from Anthony Mazzano, one of our regulars. We love you, Anthony. Reggie, what position do you coach? Are you the head coach or opposition coach on your high school team? Reggie was an NFL former wide receiver for the Houston Oilers. He played with Mike Munchak, Bruce Matthews, Warren Moon, Lamar Lathan, Blaine Bishop, numerous guys that are in the Hall of Fame, numerous pros. Reggie, go ahead. Tell Anthony.
I don't coach. I'm actually the principal at a middle school here in Houston, Texas. Yep. So that's why I'm at the school. I used to coached a little bit at Delaware State and at Texas Southern, offensive coordinators at both of those places. And then left college. It was too much for me, too much being on the road away from home. So I got into administration in schools and, loving it, man. So thanks for asking, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So, what do you think is going to happen here coming up into the free agency period? What do you think we're going to do? Do you think we're going to free up enough money to make some moves, or are we going to bargain bin shop and try to rob Peter to pay Paul type of thing? Or what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, well, I think that one is we have some flexibility with some of the contracts that we have, and it's going to make some tough decisions that we have to make. What do you do with Mike Gesicki? Do you try to sign him back or you let him walk? What do you do with the defensive end there? Do you sign him or do you let him walk? What do you do with Byron Jones? Do you sign him, keep him happy, and try to work him back in, or do you let him walk? Agba is the real big deal. What do you do with him? That's $17 million a year. Do you sign him and he becomes a backup, or maybe he's the nose in that 3-4? What do you do? So they got some big decisions to make, and once they make those, then we'll get a bigger picture. I know there's been reports that we could, get upwards of $80 million in cap space. To me, it seems more realistic that we hover around the 40 to 50 million, because you don't just want to keep kicking it down the road, restructuring when you still got a lot of things going on.
Right. Yeah. Anthony says we should trade Ogba. Trade Ogba is what Anthony was saying. Yeah.
As much as Ogba is a tough one because he's family. He's been with the Dolphins for a while, and a guy like that, in the best world, you would hope that he would be a lifelong Dolphin, but I'm not sure if that contract allows it to happen. So if we could trade him and possibly get a third or fourth round draft pick for him, we would probably have to eat some of the money,
yes.
To make that deal work. But it's something that we really got to look strongly at.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that about eating some of the money on it. Like if I'm the GM, and you could put on your GM hat too, if someone offered you a 5th round pick and they were like, but you got to pay half the salary, would you take it for Ogba?
Half the salary? Yeah.
Half.
Yeah.
Not a 5th, maybe a 4th.
Yeah, you got to do it just because even though it's half, that still gives you flexibility with your own signing other guys that you can fill in some holes with. So if it's him, $9 million and a draft pick, I go with that deal.
Right.
Because that's just what you got to do, unfortunately.
Absolutely. What do you think that the chances are that the Dolphins are maybe targeting to trade up in the draft? And would you say the strategy would be to trade up or to trade back?
So it really comes down to, trading up almost requires that you give up next year's something from this year and something from next year. And I don't know how much sense that makes, particularly with this in the positions of need. This is a strong draft for us. The position that we need, it's a strong draft. Plus, I think for us, it's also what do we do in free agency that's going to drive what we do in the draft. If we can fill the offensive lineman holes, if we can maybe get a linebacker or two in free agency, what do we do at DB? I always wish that we could go into the draft going best player
available. Yep.
Yes.
Me too, man.
Rather than drafting for need for somebody that got to come in and start and play right now. So
yeah, don't reach and don't go off your draft board. Let's stick to our guns. Here's a great question from Anthony, another good one. Honestly, for me, Doc, if these next 2 or 3 years is our Super Bowl window, I would be okay with doing nuclear options on some of these contracts and adding void years. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you gotta look at it as a window. Now, a part of it is, so when we say 2 to 3 year window, I struggle to understand sometimes what that means, because if Tua is our guy, right?
Yeah.
If Tua is our guy, are we saying that, well, we only expect him to be healthy for 2 to 3 years?
3 years, yeah.
As long as you have the quarterback in place, your window is extended. So, and again, if you're saying we're in a 2 to 3 year window, because Tyreek Hill, for instance, his contract is going to be up in 2 to 3 years, right? He'll be gone in 2 to 3 years, and we could easily get you can't replace Tyreek Hill, but you can get another number 1 receiver, right?
Yes.
So all of the pieces that would fall off, we could replace. The issue is the quarterback position. And to me, we should be trying to be a sustainable franchise rather than operating from the position of we're in a 2 to 3 year window and we got to win now, we blow it up. I think if Tua is our guy, which I believe he is, let's be sustainable and look for a 6 to 7 to 8 to 10 year window, similar to what Kansas City is doing right now.
Yes, I'm in the agreement with Doc. Like, let's sustain to win longer. And how you do that is by hitting on some of the free agents you make good
Yes.
decisions, and you got to hit on some of these draft picks.
Yes.
Let's go back to the comment board real quick. Ender, good morning, man. Thanks for joining us.
What
Good
up,
morning,
Ender?
Justin and Reggie, all Dolphins fans. We love you, Ender. Anthony, another good one. What I mean is if we're upgrading the quarterback position, because Greer said it during the combine press conferences that they're willing to upgrade the quarterback position. I think that's what he's saying about the 2 to 3 year window.
Yeah, I think that you got to always be looking to upgrade in every position. I mean,
I agree.
Nobody's safe or should be safe.
Nope.
Well, that's just not what the business. However, if we believe in Tua as our quarterback, I think we should be looking for a sustainable window that's larger than 2 to 3 years.
I agree. Let me ask you this real quick too, because Anthony touched on something that it's newsworthy, and I want to talk about it with you real fast. What do you think the issue is with them trying to maybe talk about extending Tua, but at the same time that they're like, hey, well, we got to look forward to the future and all options are on the table. Do you really believe that that's what they believe, or do you think that they're trying to throw smoke signals to throw people off the trail?
Well, I think that one, it just makes sense to really look at this from a situation where emotions are not involved. This is when you're talking about, a quarterback and, a long-term commitment of 250 to $300 million. It makes sense to take your time and do your diligence to be sure about what you're doing. Ultimately, I think that that's what happens. He gets his contract, and we sign him for 5 years or so, and then we go on about our business. But the Dolphins would be in dereliction of duty if they did not take their time, look at all of their options, and then make the very best decision that you can. You just have to do it.
Yeah, I agree. They would be doing the Miami Dolphins a big disservice by not turning over every rock and looking at every possible option that there is on the table for the team moving forward. And that could mean bringing in somebody other than the quarterback that we all love. Obviously, some people love him, some people do not. But that means they're looking at all options, which I think is great. Here's another from Anthony, another comment right here. Doc Greer in that same press conference said he's not going to be spending big money on the offensive line in free agency.
Yeah, I don't know if he has to spend big money. I think that we have 3 solid starting pieces, and I think that you can go out and get 2 guys, $5 million each, 5 to 6 to 5 to 7, which in NFL money, I don't think that's spending a lot of money, but I think that you can invest 5 to 7 million in each one of those positions. Plus, you look at what is your backup situation. Is Austin Jackson going to stay healthy? Is he going to be a starter? You bring somebody in to compete with him. If he wins the job, which I'm not sure he can win a job, but if he does, then you got a good backup there. So I don't think he has to spend a lot of money. I just think that we need to upgrade the position. You don't have to go out and get a Terran Armstead this year.
Yeah, he doesn't have to spend big money. He needs to spend the money correctly.
Yeah.
Meaning you could bring back Brandon Shell, have Brandon Shell go over to right tackle and have Austin Jackson beat him out the way I mentioned. You can look into a Dalton Reisner. You can look into a Garrett Bradbury. You could look into the Isaiah Salamatu for the Eagles. You could look into numerous different options out there that are veteran that won't break the bank for you.
Yes.
I think I agree with Reggie. You have to kind of, finagle the situation a little bit in order to make you more successful. We can't be going all out on like an Orlando Brown, I don't think, because we don't have the money for that right now at the current time, Anthony, one more time. Doc, I'm hesitant in giving him a massive extension like that for $250 million, and he's not worth Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson type of money. Now, before you answer that, Doc, we're not going to give him a $250 million contract extension in the first place. If you looked at the numbers, like they're talking about him signing, even that deal would have put him at $23.5 million, even just for this season. I think that's a bargain. I think there's a lot of money being thrown around. The salary cap's going to go up. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on whether I would do the deal or not. So what do you think, Doc?
Yeah, I believe that Tua has consistently checked the boxes, right?
So do
So
I.
from year one to year two, he got better. From year two to year three, he got better. Year three to year four, he got better. And now the only box in my mind
One
that needs
box.
to be checked is availability, right?
Yeah.
And if he proves this year that he can be available and stay on the football field, there's no doubt in my mind that he's earned the money, probably more so than anybody else, because each year we go through this exercise of yes or no with Tua. And
Right.
so if he proves his durability this year, then you give him the money, and because on the field, when he's on the field, in my mind, he's proven to be a top 10, if not top 6 or 7 quarterback.
I
And
agree.
you know,
I agree.
if teams are thinking about Daniel Jones at $45 million, is Tua not worth 30? I mean, we have to look at what the market is saying. We got to take our opinions out of it. What does the market say about Tua? I, for me, again, I would take a chance and sign it if it was Stephen Ross money and sign
Right.
him and give him a long-term deal. If it's my money, I'm a franchise tag him and make sure he stays healthy, proves that, and then go. Right?
Yeah.
And that's just
Yeah.
how it goes. That's what
I
I
agree.
would do.
If it's not your money, hey, let's go. Let's hang a little loose. But if it's yours, you can play it a little closer to the chest. I
Yes.
absolutely agree. If it's not my money, honestly, I would sign the deal, do the contract now. And, you're talking that range, like I said, the 23.5. And then you're saying, is he not worth 30? I'll tell you what, even as a contract negotiator, as a GM, anybody, I'd be like, let's meet in the middle. How about 25? How about 25 and a half? And then
Yeah.
we'll do it for 5 years. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I honestly think that's a bargain. Here we go. One more from Anthony. We love you, Anthony. Doc, the issue with that is the past few seasons after the end of the season, I've seen the tape, and Tua did it perform well in big moments against Tennessee, Green Bay, San Francisco, and the Chargers? Yeah, he did have some bad games, but quarterbacks are going to have those games, especially when you're in the first year of this offense, or actually you're the third year of a different offense, and every time it's changed every season in front of you. So in my opinion, this was his first year. So it's hard, like you're not going to be able to go in there and win every game for you. That's why you need a running game. That's why you need a good offensive line. That's why you need a total team built around you.
Yeah. I hear his sentiment. I
I
just
do.
think that the guy just continues to get better, and he's proven that he's NFL worthy. And we keep looking for Patrick Mahomes. There's only one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Joe Burrow is a great quarterback. But where does Tua stack up with these guys? I think he stacks up pretty well. And again, I just believe that he's going to keep checking those boxes. And I understand the argument for those who are not necessarily fans of Tua. I get it. I
Right.
know where they're
Right.
coming from, and there are valid arguments there.
Sure.
I just don't think that they trump his upside.
Yeah, I
And
agree
that's
with you wholeheartedly. Definitely, I agree. Right now, let's take care of a little bit of business. You are watching the Pro Show
yes,
with
sir.
your boy JPF Scout and my man Dr. Reggie Brown in the house. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell another friend. Catch us here on the weekends. Come share your opinions with us on the Dolphins, football things in general. We'd love to have you over here. If we could get JP in the house, we might talk a little bit of different sports too. But
Yeah.
it's easier to carry it on when you got JP because he's gold. I wish he'd come on and share with us. He'll be back. Let's see here, Anthony. When we are competing for playoff spots in crucial moments, is what I'm saying. That what scares me if he doesn't fix the issue, and we have a tough schedule next year. Yeah, I hear where you're coming, but I think where Doc's saying is like he's gonna just continue to get better and better and better. And if you can put pieces around him that are more competent and can block better for him, withstand longer, people could get lined up in correct positions. How many passes did you see dropped last year that were right in players' hands? He had to lead the league, or it was close to the league lead in dropped passes. catch the damn ball, help your quarterback out. There's a lot of things that went to that. So I think it's going to get better.
San Francisco game, or maybe it was the San Diego game. One of those games, we only ran the ball 8 times in the whole game. And our quarterback was struggling, and we didn't help him out at all by running the ball. So there's a lot of reasons why. And, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I just think that, the guy is going to get better, and we'll see. And there's some decisions to be made, and, we'll see what happens.
Exactly what Doc said right there. I'm going to jump off of it just a little bit. Like, we did not run the ball efficient last year, you guys. We were like the last in the league from yards gained for average yards per game. We didn't do well right there. You got to run the ball better than that if you expect to be more successful and take pressure off of your quarterback. The best way to take pressure off him is have a good running game. Here you go. It's a great question for you, Doc. Doc, what was it like playing with Bruce Matthews and Mike Munchak?
Man, I wish we had him with the Dolphins now. I can tell you that.
Yeah, me too, Doc. Me too.
The thing is, consummate professionals. And, both of those guys didn't miss games. They worked like freaking animals. And one of the things that made them so good was their athletic ability. Bruce Matthews, I always tell this story. I played basketball with him and racquetball. And I mean, this guy was amazing, man. I mean, we had some epic racquetball games, and you talking about 300-pound solid, 280 solid, 6'4" guy running around in a racket court. So great guys to play with. I still talk to Bruce now. Great family genes, him and his brother and all of his nephews and cousins and second cousins in the NFL, man. Some things God was unfair with that family. He gave them everything.
Yeah, he did. He gave them all the athletic talent and the mindset to go with it as well.
Yes, he did. Yes.
That guy was so talented. I remember watching that dude play and like, damn, look at that center out there. Boy, he can move. Like, it was something special watching you guys play.
And just the thing with Mike Munchak, you and I were banging the drums for him to be the offensive line coach with the Dolphins this year. Yeah. And unfortunately, it didn't happen because another Hall of Famer, multi-year All-Pro, every year he was in the league, he made the Pro Bowl. I mean, he's just amazing talent. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I bet you it was something special. Like, Doc will never forget that as long as he lives, playing with those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Very, very fortunate.
That's
Let
awesome.
me ask you this. What do you think as free agent really gets going in earnest in a couple of weeks, the number one position we need to fix? If you just said one position, I don't care, let's fix this now, what would it be?
Offensive line. Bingo. Yeah. Like, I mean, I've been pounding, let's fix the offensive line here for 5 years. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to stop until it's fixed. And I'm like, hey, this thing is moving now. You can block, you can run. Everything's coming in efficiently. The plays are coming in on time. Then I won't have no complaints. Everybody's lining up in the right places. You're not dropping the football when it hits you in the hands. Those are the kind of things that irritate me a little bit. Here, Anthony, if Tua is the elite quarterback that his fan base thinks he is, he should be covering up the deficiencies of not having a good run game. He does do that, bro. And he's done that a lot throughout the whole season last year. I watched Tua save numerous sacks. I watched him bail himself out of numerous plays, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, you're asking the world out of this kid. Like, I've never seen a kid scrutinize more than this kid. I understand how you guys want to win. We all want to win. But these things take time. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, I'm going to say it. I can't hold back right now. I don't think this fan base quite deserves this kid, okay? Right. I really don't.
And I will say it this way. The only thing in my mind that you could scrutinize with Tua is his availability.
Bingo.
I mean, that's it. He is proven on the field. Now, has he had some tough games? Yes. But I don't hear the same thing. What big game has Justin Herbert won?
None.
Even with as good as we say Josh Allen is, Josh Allen has got some issues when it comes playoff time, but you don't hear that. And so to me, yes, these are valid things, and I get it, and I accept a lot of it as truth that Tua in big games, this is another place where he needs to excel more. So I'm with you with that. But to your point, JP, the guy has done what he needed to do to be a top NFL quarterback. And the
I
only
agree.
thing that we should be saying is, can he stay healthy? Can he play? That's a foregone conclusion in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to a couple different things. Like, I understand what we all want. I understand what we all need. We want better quarterback play down there. We need better quarterback play in order to win. I get it. We need him to make better decisions. He needs to learn to make better plays off rhythm, off
Yeah,
schedule.
sure.
But it's going to come with time, is what I'm kind of saying. And everybody's like, well, how much time is it going to take? Man, it's like going to a different job, and the philosophies change year in and year out. Give this kid time in the same offense and let's see him blossom. I mean, it's going to take a little time. Anthony, see, I'm not being negative. I'm just being very critical of him because to me, as a young Dolphins fan, I've had to deal with watching over the teams have great quarterbacks over the years. I understand where you're coming from with that. Yes, but you got to take that all into perspective, Anthony, of how these young quarterbacks are coming in and blowing up. Look where Patrick Mahomes got drafted to, the Kansas City Chiefs. Did he play the first season or two? No, he sat behind Alex Smith and learned the NFL, the nuances of the game, how fast it is, how he needs to learn the playbook in and out so he can get back there and run the offense. Everything, just the lifestyle in the NFL in general takes a
Aaron
little bit of
Rodgers was
time.
behind. Aaron Rodgers was behind Brett
Brett
Favre.
Favre. That's right. All of them came up like that. Very few of them got thrown directly into the fire like that. And then, like the young quarterbacks you're talking about, I'm the biggest Joe Burrow fan you're going to find in the damn world. I would have traded anything to get Joe Burrow the same year we got Tua. But I'll be honest with you, there's not a lot of Joe Burrows out there. There's not a lot of Patrick Mahomes out there. There's just not, and it's rough because like Joe Burrow came into a situation that is built good. He had a coach that maybe everybody was skeptical about, but look at the situation. Look at the offensive line wasn't the best. They got him hurt the first year, but he had weapons around him. Who was Tua throwing to his first 2 or 3 years in the season? Mac Hollins and whoever the kid is we drafted in the 4th round, we traded the Raiders for. Like, I mean, he didn't have a lot of weapons. That's what I'm trying to say, dog, is like this thing take time.
Yeah, I think that I don't want the show to become dominated by Tua talk. We got a lot to get to with the draft and all that.
Right.
And it's so easy to go down that rabbit hole again with Tua. I just think that going into this year, up until something changes, Tua is our guy, and Dolphin fans should be excited about it. And I don't know what else
Right.
to say, about that. That yeah, he's our guy, and I'm glad he's our guy. And hopefully he's going to take the next step this year. And I'm pulling for him because I've never seen a good guy like this kid is be so polarizing. Usually, when an athlete is polarizing, they assholes.
Yeah. And this is total
And this kid just goes, he doesn't speak bad about anybody. He's not arrogant. He just does his job. He goes to work. He does what he's supposed to do. He keeps his head down, family guy, et cetera, et cetera. And for him to just be, in my mind, treated that way and be so polarizing, I don't even know what to say about it, man. But
it's crazy, man.
yeah, it's crazy.
I've heard some
Yeah.
off the wall comments on this subject
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
He's full of glass. He needs to retire. Do himself a favor. I've heard it all. And I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, it's the most scrutiny I've ever seen any quarterback get. It's nuts, man. I hope he proves everybody wrong because I'm like over here cheering for him hardcore. Like, does it mean it's the end all be all for my Dolphin fandom? Hell no. I'm not a Tua fan. I'm a Miami Dolphins fan.
Man.
If they go put Aaron Rodgers back there and be like, let's go, Aaron, let's go. They go put Lamar. And let's talk about this for a minute. Lamar, what's he won? He ain't won nothing either. All those guys you want to replace him with, they ain't even won. That's the problem I have with it, dog. You want to replace the dude, replace him with somebody who's going to get in there and get us to the Super Bowl then. That's what I'm asking you. Like, you want to replace him with a winner then, someone who's been there, done that, and wants to go back and win again. Because if not, we're not doing anything. we have to keep going forward here. You know what I'm saying? And like we
Yeah.
have to, like, what's the one thing right now? I know we thought Tyreek was going to be the thing to put him over the top and put this team over the top. But if there's one guy out there right now that's maybe attached to a team or a free agency that you could see putting the Dolphins over the top, who would that be, Doc?
I think what you said, I'm looking at a couple of things, and I have an answer in my mind, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to share it.
Yes, you have to.
Okay. I'm going to say the one thing that's going to put him over the hump is Mike McDaniels.
I love it. Damn, that's a great answer.
Mike McDaniels.
That was awesome. Like, you didn't even give me a player, you gave me a coach. See, that was
Yeah,
great.
because I think that Mike McDaniel was a first-year head coach. Learning first I was a head coach when I was coaching high school. And I'm talking about on a high school level. You know, I went from being the offensive coordinator in college to the head high school coach. And there's a total difference in what you have to do. How do you think about the game? How do you process it? You know, how do you call plays and all of this, right? And so I really think that the growth of Mike McDaniels from year one to year two is going to do wonders to Tua. Not only the team as a whole in terms of, you know, the challenges of play penalties and catch or non-catch, the challenges, and, you know, when do we go for it on fourth down, and what is the third down call? All of those things I think he's going to improve. But also understanding what to do with his quarterback. I think he's going to get better and better at understanding what he has in him in the offense. And I think that's what's going to propel Tua to the next level more than any other player that we could get.
Man, I love your answer. That answer was gold, you guys. Like, and I agree with it because he's right. He's kind of like jumping on the same sentiments I am. Like, give this guy time in the same offense and let's let him cook. Like, I think McDaniels could be the key here. He could jump, make Tua even better than he was last year, and then they'll just get better and better. Oh, and now we got a running game. Oh, and now we got an offensive line. Oh, and now what? Look, Anthony just brought up. Yeah, now we got Vic Fangio. That's going to make him even better too. This is great. Actually, Doc, I'll go on the other side of the ball. I think having Vic Fangio as DC would help improve Tua. Yes, absolutely. It's going to iron's going to sharpen iron, and then the whole team's just going to get better. And then the special teams is going to come. And next thing you know, we're playing complimentary football out there in year 3. That's what I see happening. It's going to take a little bit of time, but, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, I think that those two things, to his point of having Fangio who can give Mike McDaniel some insight on as a head coach, and then, you know, let's say the defense you expect is going to take a heck of a jump. Yeah. All of these things lend to Tua getting better, which is why I say the only question is, can he stay on the field?
Stay on the field. If he can stay on the field, we could just keep top right Tua up on the field. I think we'll be just fine. And that goes to the lines of, please make the right decisions. You got to go to the offensive line. Like, when I asked that question, I'm like, if there's one player, put him over the top. Anthony's answer was Dalton Schultz. So he goes tight end. And I'll be honest with you, if there's one play, like, everyone's going to go different here. You know, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to waver. I definitely want the offensive line and the line of scrimmage stacked up before anything. If you could get someone like an Orlando Brown, I'd be, oh my God. But that would be great. It ain't going to happen, though, because we don't have that kind of money. So I'll go on the other side of this and say Saquon Barkley. You gave me a weapon like a Saquon. I think that could take someone like Tua over the top because it's going to take pressure off of him. It's really simple when you're like, here, let me hand it to you and get 5 yards. Here, let me hand it to you. Maybe you'll give me 20. Here, let me throw it to you. Like, I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. That's my honest opinion.
I'll say this, that Saquon, yes, if you can get him. His price tag, I think, is going to be a little bit too high. But to your point, it's the running back position that you're really alluding to, right? That if we can improve the running back room, will be better. So to that point, my guy that I really want is Dalvin Cook or Kareem Hunt.
Woo,
You know,
yeah, I'll take either or, baby.
either one of those guys. I think their price tag is going to be somewhere between probably 5 to 7 for Kareem Hunt, and with Dalvin, I think it's going to be somewhere between 7 and 9 million a year to get him. And I think that those are very doable contracts, particularly Kareem Hunt, who doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on his tires. You know, he's been behind Chubb for a couple of years now, and so he hasn't took the hit. So I think he would be a very good option, to have for 2 years or so to really help this defense. The guy blocks well, knows them, can catch out the backfield. But to your point, there are about 5 or 6 running backs out there that are really good, that can come in and again make this offense so much better. But I also like the idea of bringing back Mostert, with pairing him with one of those guys as well.
Yes, absolutely. I like that idea wholeheartedly. Right now, though, we're going to have to let Reggie go, you guys. Reggie's getting called into the building. He has to go right now. So we're going to let Reggie go. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you spending your time with us, Reggie. You rock, my man. So,
and we'll talk on the back channel today.
Hell yeah, man. Don't forget
to
like and subscribe. All right, man. Yes. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go ahead and we'll bring Rob on here. Rob, welcome to the show, my man. You want to do a mock draft maybe? We'll bring Anthony maybe in. Let me see. Anthony, I would like the superstar running back like Jacobs or Barkley, because look what happened with San Francisco when they got McCaffrey. I agree. Jacobs, I actually just heard got franchise. The Raiders are planning on franchise tagging Jacobs, so I don't think he'll be available at all. So I don't think that's going to be a possibility for the Dolphins.
So anyway, yeah, you got me off guard here, so I had to go quick here, get my cap on, turn the light on, and all that. I was working behind scenes. I'm working on Riley Moss right now, your favorite prospect in the entire draft. So let me get, if we want to run a mock, if you want to throw Anthony in here, that's fine. I can actually back out, and you and Anthony can run a draft show.
Yeah, Anthony, we'll do a mock. If you're still in here, we'll put the link up there for you. I'm sure he's still in here. Yeah, man, I love talking to Doc, though. He always has those great points.
Oh no, Brock brought his A game today. That was great.
Oh,
I was enjoying.
Awesome, bro.
I was enjoying listening to you guys. But when I heard you say, "Oh, Doc has to go," I was like, "Uh oh, I better start." I started running to the computer and stuff.
Right.
I was on the computer, but I was working Riley Moss.
Right.
So he's sounding good, Justin. You really rate him high. When I started reading your organic write-ups on him, you'd like him a lot.
I love the kid's game, dude. Like, his film just pops at you, and like, he's such a hard worker, like, there's sometimes, I'll be honest with you guys, these guys are like 5-star athletes, though. Anthony says he's down, so yeah, when you're ready, drop that in the comment section. I think it's a matter of getting an A for effort. If you give effort and you're like always 100%, play with your hair on fire, you're very coachable, you'll listen, you're very instinctual like the Riley Moss kid is, I think you're going to be a winner no matter what you play on, no matter what level. I don't think there's a chance in hell he's going to let something like this pass by him, or an opportunity like this pass by him. He's been proving everybody wrong since he came out of high school. And I'll be honest with you.
I can tell, man, you wrote I know your style by now. Like, sometimes you write maybe like a paragraph on the guy. When I see like 2 pages on the guy, I'm like, this.
He likes him.
Yeah, he likes him. All right, Anthony's in here. I'm gonna fade to the back. Anthony, welcome. I'm gonna go get.
Rob, you can stay on. I don't want to become the co-host.
No, that's fine. Hey, we would like you to maybe be a co-host with Justin on a draft show one night, though.
Actually,
if you're up to that.
Funny we got you here, Anthony. Let's do a show. Me and you will do a draft show.
Yeah. No, see, I like coming up on panels, but I don't think I can be a co-host of a show.
Oh, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
What you do right here is perfect, man. Especially when it comes to draft and free agency talk. That's your wheelhouse.
Yep.
And thank you, but for me, I'm more comfortable just coming on panels and talking to the host and the co-host.
Okay, so Justin will invite you to his panel that night, and you would be his panel guest.
Bingo. We'll make a show out of it.
No. And JP, did you see my comment before? Not the other one, but the one before that.
This one right here, because I think having Fangio involved in some of the play calling on the offense with his experience as DC could help McDaniel adjust his playbook a little bit. Yes, absolutely, bro. And that's going to make him better. It's the sharpening iron right there. He's going to make him a better.
And it could help him with his, what is it called? Play. He had a tendency last year, McDaniel. I understand he's a rookie head coach, but it seemed he didn't improve this one. This carried over from Shanahan because Shanahan had the same issue. You know where I'm going to go? The clock management issue.
Yep, I knew it. I knew that's where you're going to go. Yeah, his clock management needs a little work, and I guarantee you.
That's the one bad habit I saw him carry over from Shanahan because Shanahan had the same issue.
Yep, they're going to need to fix that too, and I think Fangio will help him with that. I mean, I think I've heard a couple people ask him about it, and he's like, well, I'm not going to change the way I'm calling out the play. They're going to have to get it better, and they're going to have to line up quicker, and they're going to have to call it out faster. If it was me, it's not my offense, it's not my team, I would shorten the definition wholeheartedly. So if it came out like 30,
cut like the
in half,
some jargon out.
Yeah, if it, like say the play call was like 36 jet wing right, split X, JY, 36 left, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I would make it like diamond 36 left, right. I would like take a little bit of it out of there.
This is where I didn't realize this, but I did research on the West Coast offense in general to make the guys, the players or the quarterback specifically understand the playbook easier. What they would either do is have it colors or names of cities like Omaha,
that's
Dallas.
The best way to do it right there, bro. Colors or like names of the cities, like football in general. The game talk of it, the speak of it it's basic. Like Louis. That's left. You know,
Omaha.
Yeah, like all of it means something. You know what I'm saying? Like
you know, it's crazy. I watched an interview recently with Peyton. He said he just came up with that word. He didn't really understand why people caught on to that. He's like, I just made that word up.
He had all kinds of jargon he'd throw out there at the line of scrimmage to throw the defense off. But maybe they were going on like your second or third word would be your key. So when he was like, Omaha, Nebraska, tacos, the key word right there would have been Nebraska. And that would have been like, it probably stood for something or whatever.
Yeah, no. Actually, my mistake. He actually said, when he said Omaha, that was the key for the offensive line to change their scheme, how they blocked. Depending on if it was a passing play or a running play and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So he's making changes to it right there at the line. And that's because he's jumping up to the line and seeing something that he doesn't like. So he's going from them being like maybe underneath blocking it to his left or to his right to over top blocking it on the backside.
Peyton to me,
I'm
Peyton
back, guys. Someone was at my front door while I ran out.
Yeah,
I didn't
Brady and Manning to me are freaks of nature at the quarterback position. There's no one ever going to be that smart Patrick Mahomes is catching up, but he's still a little bit behind and stuff like that.
I agree. I think they're way behind where Peyton and Brady are. Like those guys, like they process the game so fast because they've done it so much that like the reads come like lightning. They're like, I know
where do you think Payne got the nickname the Sheriff?
Yep, exactly, bro. Because he's just lighting them down, bro. Do you know who his favorite quarterback was of all time? Peyton Manning's.
I think he said Montana.
Dan Marino was his favorite.
Dan Marino was his favorite.
Yep. Yeah. And I'll be honest with
you. Wait, am I thinking of Brady that said it was Montana?
Yeah, Brady loves Montana. Brady loved Montana. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen anything like Brady, but let's not say that Brady didn't get help. I mean, Roger Goodell's back there with him playing quarterback.
Oh, you're freezing a little bit, JP.
Uh-oh. Yeah, my internet's doing some wonkiness.
Hey, welcome, Steve.
Steve, my man. Yeah, don't forget.
You just missed Mr. Reggie Brown. He had a run out on something going on at the school, Steve. But thank you for joining us.
So let's do a mock draft. Let's talk about free agency first.
Real quick, did you guys see we're not the only team that gets drama? Like the Ravens has some drama going around. Not only Lamar drama, but their general manager like kind of called out the receivers, and then Bateman shot back. He deleted the tweet later, but he shot back on the tweet saying, well, maybe put him in the right position to play. I thought that was funny. I'm like, normally it's like the Dolphins that have this drama going on. So it was good to see another team with some drama.
I'm going to say this. Ever since, I don't know what it is, ever since Ozzie left, Newsome, it seems like DaCosta doesn't know how to deal with players. Like, he's not a very I'm saying that he's kind of like a Chris Greer. They're more of the financial type of general manager instead of the personal, like the personnel guy, like the guy who deals with
like a player's coach. Like,
he's not a people person for sure. But you don't call out your own. That's kind of throwing yourself under the bus too, you know. So it's like
crazy,
man. You don't know how to draft.
You're calling yourself on your own drafting.
I know.
You idiot. Why are you doing that?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm going to drop out here. I'm going to go get the draft running real quick. All right. Guys, keep on talking while it's going to just take me a second to get the draft.
I don't know about you guys, but I was really surprised with the I didn't expect Kaylee Ringo to run a 4.3. I just didn't see that coming out of nowhere. That's the one surprise.
The thing that worries me about him is I looked the speed. That speed doesn't mean anything because when I see him on tape,
he looks slow.
Yeah, his play speed is not what the 40-yard doesn't match up of what you see. Do you agree?
No, I agree. No, the 40 time doesn't match his play speed. What I said when I seen him run it, I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he ran a 4.39."
And his hips are still
they're stiff. He's real stiff. Like, I'll be honest with you, I think
he's a safety to me now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Anthony. Yes, that's a great call. I think he's like, and what's the word I'm looking for here? He's
gonna be a robber in this type of defense.
Yep, I think he's more sneaky speed than fast, and he can't run 4.39 consistently like those other corners can. There's just no way. Here we go.
We can do.
We
can do trades.
Yeah, actually. Let's do trades.
That's go to the next one.
Oh damn, bro! Let's try to get assets and take away the picks for next year. On both of those are good offers.
Okay. Would you rather take? You're moving down maybe 3 spots.
I would take away the 4th pick like he's doing there and try to add something in between 84 and 170.
Give him a 5th round pick and number 240.
No, don't offer him just that right there and see if they'll take it. Oh, I'll take that. If they take that, fine. Move back. Now you just added to our depth, and we only moved back 8 spops. So let's see what
I'll get Jack Campbell here.
Yep, we lost Drew Sanders because of that, and Tyreek Stevenson.
Man, to me, Drew is an outside linebacker.
I think he's going to be better off ball. Yeah, definitely.
Get Jack Campbell.
Pace, Campbell. I'm with it. Campbell, good pick. It's our target anyway, right?
Yeah. Go to safety.
Wait a minute. Don't do this yet. Wait. Let's go to the next offer on that. Look at that. That trade offer right there is a good one, dude. I like that Lions one. Go back to the Lions one. Let's look at this. Let's counter that. Let me play with this one.
No, actually, I like that trade.
So do I. Let's see.
No, but don't counter it. Don't counter it.
Just take it.
Yeah, just take it.
Just take it.
I don't care about the 7th round pick next year. What else do we need?
Yeah, I like it. Take it. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. 81. Whoa. What is this? They want us to go back 10 picks? No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I got another offer. Look, we already took their 81 for a sec. They gave us a 2nd round pick. Oh, that's a hard pass, but no.
No, yeah, hard pass. I that's too far. Okay. Go to safety.
Oh, you accidentally went special teams. You're good. Jordan Battle, Brandon Joseph, Sidney Brown. Jair Brown, Jamie Robinson, Trey Dean III, Ronnie Hickman, and Rashad Torrance II.
Jordan Battle right here.
Wait. What's all? What is our all? What's everything? Devon Achain, Bigsby, Battle. Look, that's a good call. Hey, did you see that Mozzie Smith put up those 33-plus bench press reps?
Yeah, and he's still available. If he's available, he's a nose tackle. That's what we need.
I would take Battle here and hope Mozzie Smith falls to the next pick. He did. Oh, look at that, dude. Oh, damn, they're giving us a 6th for – that's kind of a far drop. It's like, what, 7 spots?
Yeah. No, but I want to – before we choose Mozzie Smith, I want to see what cornerbacks are available.
That's a that's a good question. Let's see what corners are available. Julius Brents. DJ Turn, did you see his 40 time, Anthony?
Yeah, no, but to me, his tackling issues is what scares me.
I know, me too. Same. I'm in agreement with you, bro. But I'm very enamored.
I'm between Mozzie and what's his name? Brents. Who would you choose, Mozzie or
Mozzie Smith over Brents all day right here? Yeah, Mozzie Smith should be the pick, bro. Absolutely. Mozzie Smith.
That's value right there too.
Yeah, bro. Mozzie Smith. That's my I would take that. See, now we got this. Remember, we traded. We got this value. Remember, right here. This is great. Damn, this is.
What corners are available?
Hold on, wait. Oh yeah, reject it. That's fine.
I like Malik Garner because he's a good tackler and Riley Moss.
Oh, dude, bro, no question about it. You take Riley Moss right here, right now.
No, but that's kind of a reach.
Yeah, let me see what's available in the all then. Remember, Riley Moss at 159. Okay, this is how you'll find that out. 122. Nah, bro, this is the area. When do we pick again next? Go down to the pick board and see where we pick again next. I don't think.
No, click on our logo. It tells you what picks we have if you click on the logo.
Oh, wow. I never knew that. So you got 139, which is this pick. Man, you know what? I think you might be onto something here, Anthony. Yeah, let's target Riley Moss for that pick 154 then, and let's look for something else right now.
Yeah. Could we go to running back, please?
That's a good choice.
Unless there's a good tight end that's good to draft here.
Ooh, my Lord. I'm taking
Roshan Johnson.
I'm taking Spears.
I prefer Roshan.
No way.
Okay, let's do Spears then. Tajay.
Now this is where you definitely take Riley Moss, bro. You have to take him.
Yeah, could I see what tight ends are available?
Oh, wait a minute. Look at this, dude. Take that. We're only moving back one, and we're picking up one. Yes. No. They took Jaron Reed with the pick. I take Riley Moss, homie. Right here is where I definitely take Riley Moss.
Wait, before you do Riley Moss, could we see what the tight end position has available?
Zach Kuntz.
Kuntz, Durham, Mallory.
Moss, bro. Moss all the way.
Yeah, let's do Moss.
Oh, my God. This draft is falling so beautiful for us right now. If this happens like this in real life, bro, you'll be seeing me post videos of me doing backflips on my stuff. Oh, my Lord.
Why is he ranked so low?
Because people don't believe in him the way they have in his whole life until he proves them wrong. Damn, what good value. Look, now we picked the first and the 6th round. What do you want to do, Anthony? This is a great position to be in. Peoples, Lupke, Mallory, Riggle. I don't care what we do right here. We've already killed this draft.
Okay.
What's its safety, though? I'm curious. What's its safety? Oh, my God. Look, 178, 240, and 251. Yeah, what's its safety?
Yeah. A guy
we got Battle already, but I'm just curious, like, what's there? Like, is there any value there still?
Xavier Henderson, Javon Hicks.
No, doesn't look that great.
Yeah, Xavier Henderson is a strong safety.
Yep. What about linebacker? Did anybody else fall linebacker that we could pair with Campbell, maybe?
I like Cam Johnson from Indiana. But is that a reach?
Yeah, a little bit.
Go to edge.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. What about edge? What's at edge?
Yeah, no. Go to back to. Could we see what centers are available on offense?
That's not a bad pick right there to look at. That's it.
Tackle.
Yeah, it looks like they're picked over quite a bit. Centers definitely. Connor Galvin, he fits the system and the scheme.
Okay, I like the guy. I like you just said, Galvin, and I just recently watched tape on Telford from UAB.
Telford, yeah, he's on my list. I'm getting ready to do him any day now. Who do you like more out of Galvin and Telford?
Honestly, Galvin is a freak athlete, to be honest.
That's why I like him too, because I think he fits the scheme beautifully. Yeah, I would take Galvin right here.
Is there any good receivers we can add? Like if we trade, what's his face?
Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, if we trade Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, what's on the board?
Ooh, I like Jadon Hazelwood and
what's down lower? A little lower. Remember, there's a lot of receivers, so there could be a lot of talent down even in the lower part. Now you get into the 300s. Yeah, I don't like it. I would go with Galvin right here.
What's your opinion on Tyler Scott from Cincinnati?
You know what? I'm getting ready to do his card, but I know he's got good production. Fast receiver.
Look at quarterback.
Quarterback, you said?
Yeah.
I like
to see if we.
If you're
I like Duggan.
I like Duggan too.
And I like Fresno State kid.
The Jake Hayner, I like him too. I like Toon,
yeah,
Hayner, and
that
Duggan.
Could be a competition for Skyler to force him to improve. But yeah, let's go to Galvin. Let's select
I would go Galvin, and then hopefully maybe Duggan can fall in one of the later picks.
Yeah.
Which I think he will. Watch this next pick. I bet you he's on the board. Oh, this draft has come together so beautiful so far. Oh, my God. I'm impressed. Watch, I bet you Duggan's on the board. Let's take a look. Carl Brooks. Bumper Pool. Corey Durden. Corey Durden scored high. I like Durden.
What's your opinion on DeVito from Illinois?
The quarterback?
Yeah.
I think he's good, but I think he's a career backup project.
Go. I think Hayner and the quarterback we were talking about is gone.
Let's take a look. Rob, maybe look at the quarterback, see if Duggan or these guys are still there. Or is that the very top?
Yeah, that is.
Yep. So yeah, I guess they are gone.
Yeah, I like Sean Clifford from Penn State.
He's good.
And for a developmental guy, honestly.
Oh, check it out. My man, what's up? Vito. Hey, guys, I'm just here jumping in and out of my work truck. It's all good, man. Thanks for tuning in.
We can do special teams now.
Yeah, let's go to special teams. Actually, let's look at what's available for kicker or punter. That's not a bad pickup right here. What about Turk?
Go to kicker first. Mevis.
I love Mevis, bro. I like Mevis and Moody.
Would that be a reach?
We could get him with our next pick, really.
Yeah, let's go to Turk first.
I would take Turk and Mevis. I think both those would be great picks right there.
I would prefer Moody because of the more consistency.
Yeah,
because I've seen Mevis miss kicks.
He does miss, but he's got a big leg, man. Big leg. He could be a weapon.
I like the more consistent kickers. Moody has a leg. It's not a. Mevis is just. He played soccer. That's what it is.
I actually would take Mevis right here. I really would, because it's like you can make him the next Greg Zuerlein, make him the next Megatron leg. I would take the bigger kicker leg. Or TJ Bass and say screw it. Or Evan Hull from Northwestern right down there.
Did we draft a safety?
Yeah, we got Jordan Battle at pick 81.
How about adding a safety for special teams, like to return kicks?
Cool. Let's see what's there. Is Jartavius Martin there? I know he has been numerous times we have done this, but I don't think he'll be there this time. He's not. What's at safety though, Rob?
Avery Young, Christian Young.
Ugh. I go with the.
What's your opinion on Woodbury?
I haven't done his tape. Or his scouting card yet.
Can you look at corner, Rob, please?
Yeah, that's not bad. You can never have enough corners, right? Is that the very top?
Gilmore is pretty good.
Gilmore is pretty good. So is Noah Daniels. I would go kicker right here. I really would take.
With Gilmore, how tall is he? The same size as his brother?
No, he's shorter. I think he's 5'11".
Okay.
Getting ready to wrap up the show, so let's make this last pick.
Actually, yeah, go to kicker. Let's get Mevis done.
I would just take Mevis. We'll work with him and make him a good kicker. Damn, what a great draft this was. I love this draft. This is my favorite one we've done so far, dude. Out of all the ones we've done, this is my favorite draft. Can you go back to the total haul, or did you restart it? Or you did full results. Just go to our results. There it is. So let's go to the very top real quick. I think it was, Jack Campbell, Jordan Battle, Mozzie Smith, Tajay Spears, Riley Moss, Connor Galvin, Matt Turk, and Harrison Smith. Oh, my God, I love this draft. This draft.
So does that mean we trade a guy like we just completely cut Sanders if we draft Mevis?
I think you go in with a kicker battle and make Mevis beat him out. And then you could save money by cutting him, yes. So I love this draft, though. I'm not going to keep talking about how much I love this draft. You got everything, you guys. You got.
Are we going to put Turk on the practice squad, because we can't have two punters on the?
No, you make Turk come in and.
We signed what's his name to a 2-year deal.
Who, Morstead?
We signed Morstead to a 2-year deal.
He's a free agent.
Wait, I thought we brought him back.
No, he's a free agent right now. That's actually a position we have free agent opening now. Right now. We need to bring him back. He's one of the guys I want to bring back, but hey, if we got Turk, screw it. We don't need him now.
Yeah. No. And honestly, I've seen Turk Michael punt at highlights of him.
Uh-huh.
He is a carbon copy of his dad.
No, he is. He's a carbon copy of his daddy. He can punt really good. Man, thank you, Anthony, for being here with us today, man. We're running a little bit short on time. We're going to wrap things up.
Fins up, guys. Thank you. Yep, and if you guys missed the beginning and you love Reggie Brown.
Vito, Steve. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We love you guys.
JP, before you go, I have a question for you specifically. Did any of the corners that we were talking about before, did Eli Ricks run well? Did he perform well at the combine?
I haven't seen his 40 time yet, so I don't know his actual results, but I'll look because I'm very interested in that one too, to see if he ran fast, because his technique is great. So
and I want to see if Julius Brents runs fast and he's a great tackler. That's gonna be scary. I think he jumps up the boards.
If he runs fast, yeah, he will jump up the board. I think so. I think Ringo jumped up the board by just running fast. But on that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Check the beginning of the show, Vito, if you like Reggie Brown. I know you do. He brought his A game today, but he had to go out. Something happened at the school, so he had to drop out early.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, Anthony. Thank you. So make sure you guys check the beginning, like, subscribe. As always, we're here almost as often as we can. We can't obviously say every day because we're not here on Sundays, and we try to be here most weekdays, but life happens. But anyway, guys, fins up, Vito, Steve, of course, Anthony for chiming in, and all Ender and all you other great guys that showed in this chat today, and Justin, you guys and Doc Brown put on a good show to start.
So, thank you guys.
Yeah. Anyway, with that, no further ado, let's get you out of here.
See you later.
First kick, I snap into action. When I'm digging in the trenches, get dominated off the line of scrimmage. Read and react quick to make it early diagnosis.